What makes Texas such a great place to live? I still remember the awe I felt seeing the Dallas city lights as we drove in when I was 4 years old. My parents, they loaded me, my sister and brother in the back of a pickup truck with a camper on top and headed down to Texas, sitting on top of the blankets, and I could feel the grooves in the bottom of the bed. And I remember peering out the window and I embodied the excitement, I'm sure it was my parents' excitement that I borrowed, about going into Dallas. My parents decided to leave Minnesota to escape the unhealthy environment that they were in and headed on down to Texas. And man, that one decision, it changed the course of the entire family tree, both for myself and for my brother and my sister, and they are still here today. Why? Because we love Texas. So what makes Texas so great? In this video, I'm going to share the 3 things that I love about Texas, and it's going to be broken up into 3 sections. We're going to talk about Texas culture, activities you can do, and how you can enjoy the 4 seasons that Texas has to offer. So let's start with the culture. I do love the Texas culture because if you haven't heard yet, it's a friendly one. People are friendly. And yes, we have a few loonies just like everywhere else in the state, but overall, if you choose the right city or neighborhood, then you can be sure that you're gonna experience the warm Texas culture. Here in Texas, you are going to want to put your Southern manners on. Why? Because in Texas, it's a culture to be respectful. And if you didn't speak with the words ma'am and sir before, while here, it may just grow on you. So my parents being from Minnesota, they didn't always say yes ma'am, yes sir. And so I didn't grow up with the culture of saying yes sir and yes ma'am. When I had kids of my own and, we have this community thing going on, we're at each other's homes, I noticed that the parents, the mothers, would teach their kids to say, yes, Miss Dana, yes, Miss Pollard, yes, ma'am, and to me, and I thought, oh, maybe I should teach my kids that. And so there's history for you. Now my kids know that when talking to another person, especially an adult, just for them to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, and be respectful and courteous. So even though it felt a little strange at first, I was sure to soon follow. In talking about respect for one another, Texans here do respect the military, our veterans, and so you'll see flags out on porches and honor for those who've laid their lives down for our country. By the way, if you are a veteran or if you are current active military or any form of the military at all, thank you for your service. Another culture here is to help each other out. So maybe you need help fixing a car, need a jump, maybe, just random acts of kindness are common here in Texas. Maybe you need your neighbor to help fix something in your house. It's very cultural here to help our neighbors out. And maybe you need help moving and you can pay a neighbor with a case of beer or pizza, and there you go, you got someone with the truck to help. Now listen, Texas is known to be in the Bible Belt. So Texas kind of is known for religious culture. Why? Not because everyone here believes in God, but it's a culture because you don't go far without hearing somebody sharing their experience about God. Now listen, there are churches and worship centers everywhere, all over. You will be in no shortage of churches or worship centers to choose from when you move to Texas. Now, when we talk about the culture of sports in Texas, I have to say we do love baseball, basketball, which is my favorite, and a little bit of soccer. What I have to share is that football is the culture. And even though Cowboys are the favorite, you don't have to be a Cowboys fan in order to get along here in Texas. However, you better be prepared to engage in conversations if you're wearing a New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, or Washington Redskins gear. It might get a little bit heated here, but it is all fun and it is part of our culture to love football. And let me be clear, even if you are not a football fan, you can pretty much plan on a Super Bowl party every single year, filling up on buffalo wings and stuffing yourself until you just can't eat anymore. Many of the ladies will take the time to socialize during this party while the guys are watching football. And no, I know that some ladies are big football fans, you can join in that too. But yes, every year it's tradition for us to go to friends for the Super Bowl party. Now in section 2, let's talk about the activities that you can do here in Texas. So they're in no particular order, but let's start off with, if you like to go for a stroll, there are plenty of neighborhood walking trails, parks, city parks and walking trails available in all the cities of Texas. And you may like golf, and look, we're in no shortage of golf courses here either. Now listen, I'm not necessarily a golf player. I have gone a few times with my husband, and I'm not so hot. However, I would say that one of my favorite activities is Topgolf. Now maybe you've been at Topgolf before, we do have it here as well. And maybe you're not a golfer, but that's why they created this game. They've added great food and a bar, and voila, you go with your friends and have a great time without being a great golfer to compete. And if you're adventurous, you could join one of the many motorcycle clubs. Yes, there are some Christian ones. They're not all bad, but there are many people here that love to get a motorcycle and go riding on the weekends. If you love beaches, Texas does have Galveston, Corpus Christi, and we also have a beach called South Padre. You may check it out because that's where many people just like to go for the weekend, is South Padre. Now listen, it's not California beaches, and if you want something really nice, then it would be a 12-hour drive to Destin, Florida. But we do have some beaches here, or you can get on a cruise ship and go to a very nice beach. So what else can you do in Texas? Well, hey, there's always shopping, and there's plenty of great, fabulous shopping malls to choose from, as well as movie theaters and restaurants. But what you don't want to miss out on is Texas barbecue. Texas barbecue, like if you want the best barbecue, you have to go to Cooper's in the Stockyards. It's in Fort Worth, Texas. They have the best barbecue. And listen, once you experience Texas barbecue, everything else will be subpar. And listen, if you are on the wellness side of things, you don't have to worry. There are plenty of whole food options, vegan options even in the restaurants, so you'll be in no shortage of healthy choices. And listen, if you have kids or maybe you love sports, you can join the local rec centers. They have volleyball, soccer, baseball, football. You're gonna find dance classes here, science classes, robot building, swimming, gymnastics, arts, theater, the list goes on and on. I can't think of anything else at the top of my head, but if you can think it, they probably have it here in Texas. And let's go on to our third section, which are the 4 seasons in Texas. How do we experience them here? How will you experience them here? Let's just start off with summer, because that's the big to-do. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, it's so hot in Texas, and yes, it gets pretty dang hot here in Texas. But summer is actually my favorite season, and this is because I love swimming. I love the water. I like swimming in a pool, I like boating, even jumping in a lake, even floating down the Brazos River on a tube. I just love it so much. Now listen, I don't know that I could survive in any other state with my love of water, because I only go swimming when it's 90 degrees or hotter. I don't like to go swimming when it's 80. I just don't like it. And so for me, when the weather is 90 and above, I'm in heaven. Maybe other people complain, but that's what they invented AC for. So I have AC in my house, AC in my car, and then I have a pool for the summertime. Now kids, they like to go swimming from the months between May and September, but I'm kind of a June to August kind of girl. Maybe I need to invest in a heated pool, maybe, and I could go swimming year round. But all that to say, swimming and boating, all the water activities, Texas is a great place for water activities. In Texas, autumn, it starts cooling down around the month of October. In fact, for Halloween, and I know not everyone celebrates, but for Halloween, we don't know if it's gonna be hot or cold. But let me say, Halloween is a fabulous way to meet your neighbors because families are swarming the streets and even parents are dressed up in costumes. So there are just kids everywhere. People are just trick-or-treating. Many people will take their lawn chairs, sit out on the driveway, pass out candy, and talk to the neighbors as they pass by. And people are so friendly. People start decorating with fall wreaths and they put pumpkins on their front porch. I'm looking that way because that's where my front porch is. And you will love when you feel that first cool breeze come in. For winter, believe it or not, Texas can get pretty cold here. While it doesn't snow very often, we do get a sweet surprise every now and then, maybe an inch or two, or maybe even just some flurries. But if there's enough to build a snowman, you can bet that your neighbors are out building whatever size snowman they can build, small or big. Whatever we can build, we'll build it here. Temperatures do drop below freezing on occasion, a few times a year, so don't worry, the Texas winters will give you a great break from the Texas summers. By the end of summer, you're going to be ready for winter, and by the end of winter, you're going to be ready for summer. And in the springtime, it does rain quite a bit here. Not every day, but we'll get bouts of rain coming in, and yes, an occasional tornado warning, but we do get some thunderstorms in quite a bit in the Texas springtime. Now, as the spring gets closer to summer and it rains, I just love it so much because I love a good, warm springtime rain. It's like refreshing. Not so much the cold rain showers, but the warm ones I do love. And listen, if you like gardening, we get to start gardening here in February. We do have to watch to make sure there's not a night of frost or something like that. But gardening is great in Texas, and if you haven't tried them out yet, maybe you have a small backyard, I like the smart pots. You can look them up on YouTube or on the internet, but smart pots are pretty cool. They're not very cute, but they're pretty cool. So all in all, the Texas seasons, you get to experience all 4 seasons in Texas, and I really like that here. So Dana, tell me the next step. Well, hey, let's meet on Zoom. Whether you are a year out or even need to move this month, the next step is to fill out the Dream Home Questionnaire in the link below. In the Dream Home Questionnaire, you will paint a picture for me of what you want in a dream home and in a community. And after you share your favorite snack with me, you will click the submit button and an email will be sent to you with a link to book a consultation call with me via Zoom. We will get to meet online and you can ask me anything you want about Texas. Then we will narrow down some great areas for you, and when you're ready, I have a team to help you find the perfect home for your family. So go ahead, don't be shy. The link is below in the description. And while you're at it, follow me on Instagram and you can get to know me a little more in a more personal way. I look forward to meeting you.